This lesson is created for the Four Corners Regional Educational Cooperative State Technology Initiative. Our goal is to assist teachers in implementing technology into their lessons and their classrooms. Today's topic is how to create interactive images with an online app called Genially. If you want to find the location, here's the URL and a QR code that you could scan to get to it. Before we go any farther, please pause this video and scan the QR code to sign in to the lesson so that we can track who's attending these sessions. All right, thank you for signing in. First off, there are some pre-made activities that you can access. They're under the tab called Inspiration. Here's the website. Then I was going to show you what that looks like. Before I show you that, I am going to log out and show you what the page looks like just before you sign up or anything. This is what it looks like. Be able to create presentations, infographics, and other stunning content for yourself or with your team. And for the most part, it's free. There's a few things that you have to pay premium for, but you can get by without it. So you can sign up. I'm going to go ahead and log in again. So give me a second to get logged in. Okay, so the pre-made stuff is over here on the left under Inspiration. And you can do a search. Didn't have a whole lot of luck searching for anything in particular, but you might have better luck than I do. You can filter the premium or things that you have to pay the upgrade to the premium access to get that. So I usually just turn that off. And there's not a filter for just interactive images, so there's all things mixed together, personalized, interactive images. I thought I saw some videos, just other things too. So you just have to look underneath the title to see if it's something that it's an interactive image, which is what we're looking at today. You can explore and find other things also. Okay, so that's under Inspiration. If you decide you find one that you like, I'm going to just click on this one. If you decide that it's something that you might want, you can click on the Use as Template and it will save it on in your account. All right, going up, there is the trash bin. If you do delete something, it says it does save everything for 30 days, and then it will be permanently deleted. So if you accidentally delete something or think a day or two later, oh, I wish I hadn't deleted that, you could go back and retrieve that. Moving up here, it's our creations. These are the things that you have created or have looked at. So I've done something with icebergs. I've done something with Virginia Woolf is one that I downloaded. I made one with What's the Roots. I downloaded an Alps one. I downloaded this fraction one. This one here is the one we're actually going to create today with the horse. So, and you can, if you pay for the premium, you can put things in folders. I don't know if it's that big of a deal whether you want folders or not. All right, so to start off with, we would just come up here to Create Genially. And like I said earlier, there's a lot of things that you can create: presentations, infographics, gamification, guides, just all kinds of things. But what we're going to focus in on today is the interactive image. So I'm going to click Create. And this is where I found the Virginia Woolf one. They're more like templates, I guess, that you could use. but I'm just going to do the create interactive image. Okay, so before you can create one, you have to have some image that you want to make interactive. So it says drag your image here, and I'm going to go down here to my folder, to my desktop, because that's where I have my images saved that I wanted. Just grab it, drag it, drop it. You can resize it or flip it or rotate it or anything you decide you might want to do. Then I'm going to click accept, and it takes it a minute to upload it, not too awful long. So I've got this horse here, and I'm going to make an interactive image about horses. And so the first thing I'm going to do is add a text. And for my title. And you can drag and move it just like anywhere else. You can move it, you can resize it. Okay, when I first created this, it gives me 2 interactive objects to start with, elements to start with. If you don't like them, you can delete them off, or you can just change them. So I've got this plus sign here, and I can replace it. So if I hit replace, if I decide I don't like the plus sign, I can choose whatever it is that I do want. So this first thing I'm going to add in, I think, is going to be a video. So I'm going to get this little arrow. Okay. Also, there is add animation, which is what you can do to make this icon pulsate or enlarge or whatever when they hover over it. The add interactivity is what we're going to focus on, and then you can lock it into a certain position if you want to later on. So I'm going to move this up here. And I'm going to do the add interactivity. And the one that I want is window. I'll show you what happens with link. The reason I like window better is because it will take the video that I'm going to put in here and keep it on this screen so it doesn't take the students off this site. If you do link, it takes them off the site to YouTube or to wherever you put the link to. So I like the window option better. So I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to say, watch this video to find out about 15 facts about horses. And here is where I can insert the link. I can insert an image. I can insert a video. What I want to do is insert the video. If I do the link, again, it's going to take them away from this page to somewhere else. So I'm going to click on insert video. And it's asking me to paste in the URL. So I've already found a video that I want. I'm just going to copy and paste it in. And you can check if you want it to automatically start playing. So I guess we'll try that and see what happens. Click insert and save. Okay, so if you want to see what actually happens, right now I'm still in edit mode, and so I can't really see what happens, but if I want to preview, up here on the top right, where it says present, and there's the share button, this little eyeball is the preview. So if you click on that, now I can, when I hover over it, it kind of enlarges just a little bit. But then when I click on it, it opens.
Oh my god! Hey Farm Fam!
And plays the video that I want them to watch. And when they're done, they can just exit out. This icon over here does nothing because I haven't set it up yet. So once you've made sure that it does what you want it to do, you can come back up here to the top where it says edit, and it'll take you back to the edit screen. I'm going to add a little text box. It says watch this video. And I'm just going to move it up here. Okay. So I've got one piece of interactive information, and I'll go ahead and take this one that I have here that they've placed, and it'll move it over here. You can, I don't think I said anything, but you can make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want to do, change it to whatever you want it to, icon you want it to be. So I'm going to put it right here by the horse's hoof. And I am going to leave it. I'm going to make it interactive. This time, instead of a window, I'm going to make it a tooltip, and it says it's a short label or description. Appears when you hover over the mouse. But I forgot this is the one I'm going to make another window for. I'm going to type poof. And here's a close-up look at a horse's hoof. And I'm going to come over here, and this time I'm going to insert an image. It says to drop the image or click. So I think if I click, I would be able to go browse and find my file. But I already have one. And I'll just drag it, drop it in. So let it upload. And then you can move it wherever you want to. I thought we could move it, but I guess we can't. We can resize it. Okay, then I'll click Save. And I'm going to come over here and preview it just to see what happens with this one. It just kind of brightens or enlarges a little bit when I hover over it. So I'm going to click on it. And it says hoof. Here's a close look at a horse's hoof. We can close that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to where I can edit. Now I need to add my own because I've used the two that they already put on for me. And there was a question a while back as can you reuse the same element? And yes, you can. You can make them all the same or make them all different. So to add your own, I'm going to come over here to the left where I've been adding text. I could add an image, another image if I wanted to. Resources are just some different icons and stuff and graphs and all, but if I come down here to interactive elements, I'll click on it and it gets this window pops up for the different buttons. Here's some buttons that already have some wording on them. If you click on the show more, you can see other ones that you could choose from. Okay, so I am going to just pick one, whatever I decide I want. It puts it in. I'm going to move it over here to the side. And I'm going to edit this one. And I'm just going to put a fact about horses. A horse's height is measured in hands instead of feet and inches. I'm going to click save. And I'm going to preview this one. Okay, I want to see what happens. This one is different. These two, when I hover over them, they just kind of highlight. This one, the tooltip, when you hover over it, it actually pops up what you want them to see. So it just says a horse's height is measured in hands instead of feet and inches. Okay, so I have one other thing that I'm going to put in as a website that I want them to go look at. So I'm going to close this out. And pick another element that I want. And I'm going to do this one as a link just so that you can see how that works. I'm going to come over here to link, click on it, and it says to paste the URL. And I already have the URL saved that I want to have them go look at. So I'm just going to copy that. Paste it in. And you have two options. You can have it open in a new tab, or you can have it replace the Genially tab, which I'm not sure that we would want to do because then we would lose our spot. So I will leave it as open in a new tab. Click save. And let's go see what this one does. Okay, so again, nothing happens when I hover over it other than it just kind of highlights that I'm hovering over it. So when I click on it, it's going to take me to a new web page. I've still got my image up here that I can work with. And it just takes them to a web page where they can read some more facts about horses. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my edit. And then we could make some changes. We could add some more text to these, like I did this one that says watch this video. Or you can just leave them for them to explore and have some fun with. If you're looking on the left, there's down below it says you can add interactive questions. I'm not going to get into those because, as you can see, this is still in beta testing, so who knows whether they'll actually implement them or not implement them. Okay, so once you have your image set up the way you want it, you're ready to get it out to your students. You can click on present. You don't have to. You can click on present. And that's where you can, your only option is to make it public online. One of the premium versions is to just have your own private link. You can decide whether you want to make it reusable, which means that other people can use it as a template if you want them to. So let's title this one All About Horses, and you can put a description in there if you want. And then I'm going to click All Set. And it's ready to go. I am going to go back to my other screen, and I'm going to come back up here, and instead of present, I'm going to click on these little dots that say share, and then so you don't really have to click on present, you can just go straight to share. You can copy the page, and then from there you would have to be able to get that to the students. You could email it to them, you could make a QR code for it. Probably the easiest thing, especially for younger kids and probably even adults, to make it easy for them to get to is to put it in like your Google Classroom or Canvas, just as a link for them to copy or to click on. So I'm just going to go to a new tab, and I'm just going to paste the link that it gave me, and this is what they'll see when they click on the link or copy and paste, and they'll just see this. It says watch this video. There's the video, the sound's off. I could turn that on. I can hover over this and it tells me about a horse's height, how it's measured. I can click on this one and it tells me that that's the hoof of the horse and a better close-up look of it. And this last one is that web link. And I can click on that and it'll take me to that web page. Okay, so that is the basics of creating an interactive image. There's a lot more to it. It's just a fun way to have the kids interact with their lessons and be able to work on their own, but still be able to learn what they need to learn and be able to work at their own pace. And like I said, there are a lot of other options. You can make presentations similar to PowerPoint. You can make infographics, make games, videos, all kinds of things. We just focused on interactive image today. All right. If you didn't get a chance, again, here is the website and a QR code that you could just go straight to the website with the QR code. If you wanted to explore it and decide if you want to sign up. And I appreciate you attending this session. If you wouldn't mind, please pause the video and answer a short questionnaire on this lesson. And I hope you enjoyed it and hope it's something that you can use in your classroom.